All right, happy Monday. What is going on? Another 2,000 cubic yards of concrete. That is what's going on. 3 booms, 2 pumps, but wait. All the way down there, the little 24 meter, plugged into a whole bunch of hard line all the way up into the tower. So yeah, anyhow, we'll get into this one by backtracking right to the setup there, the setup this morning. It's gonna be a good one. Hold on tight. Here we go. All right, what's going on? Happy Monday. We have 2,000 cubic yards of concrete, roughly 1,500 cubic meters and change. I think that calculates out about right, I believe. 3 pumps, 2 of them here, high pressure, Putzmeister 2110, plug into the placing boom. Our new 56 meter, and our little 24 meter down around there is also going to plug into some hard line to feed us into a second placing boom. So we just turned 6 a.m. here, which is the noise bylaw, so now we can get a little bit rowdy. So we'll get these rigs set up and rock and roll. But yeah, another 2,000 cubic yard transfer slab up around there-ish somewhere. So buckle up, it's going to be a good one. As you can see, we got a hard line right about there. And a little 24 meter pump. Hey. Right about here. Good morning, sir. See if we can't blow this thing up today. I'm kidding. We're not going to blow it up. She's going to be getting a workout. The plan is just to run the line off the end of the second boom arm. That's all the reach we need to get there. And there's no point pressurizing that entire boom system and working any harder than we need to. It's going to be a hammer down. Sometimes through all that metric boom pipe, it can wreak havoc on the swivel gaskets, etc. It's just so much pressure, so we'll try and minimize that here. I think we need more dunnage for the 24 meter pump. I don't think that's sufficient. No, just like we need 2 road plates. Yeah. Double that size.
8 by 12 is not good enough.
No, not for this rig.
Especially if I'm standing over here.
What size are your feet?
Size 6.
Oh yeah, you're putting about 80 psi on those boots.
You bad man.
He's a bad man. He's a naughty man. So that's a long push. We're actually pouring the slab up on the, I'm going to call it the rotunda area up there. So we're connecting up to the pipe here. We're pushing all the way up through that placing boom. This thing's going to be working. We have it set to piston side, which is high pressure. What we do when we're pumping through the boom is we tune the relief valve down by about 35%, so we're not exceeding the limit, the 85 bar 1233 psi allowable limit through the pipeline on the pump. Even though the placing boom system, the hard line is rated for significantly more than that. And our relief valve is located right there. So you take that, from what I recall, it's been a while since I've done it. I believe the cap come off and there's a set screw and you can wind it down. It's got the mechanical relief valve right in there. So instead of this gauge maxing out at a hair over 300 bar, it'll be right around 200 bar is where it's going to pressure out at. The beauty of that is hydraulic system pressure will be down, so the machine is not going to be working and strained quite as hard. So she should be good today. So Grout showed up about 45 minutes early. That's okay, we'll be ready soon here. Wow, eager beavers today. A sign of great supply to come, I hope. We're gonna come off right, yeah, come off right here. And we do know it's gonna reach, right? Do we need to do that test first or what? Dan planned it out, it'll reach. Yeah? Yeah, Dan says it'll reach. If it doesn't, it's his fault.
Yeah, then Dan.
Yeah, then Dan can deal with it.
Well, no, I am Dan's hand, so.
Your nickname is Dan's hand. I wouldn't do this if it was a twin wall elbow, but it's not, so.
Morning, I got get your good side, Scott.
He's got a good side?
His backside, yeah. His backside.
I went to hang out with him this weekend and he didn't want me to.
Oh yeah, I blew my car up. I didn't blow it up. We'll get into that later.
What?
Watch straight.
Life is ugly.
Old 5-inch wire braid. Wrestle it. Beautiful. Safety strap in place, safety pins in place. Rock and roll.
Did it go down to the rubber?
Oh yeah, it'll choke down under the rubber. Ah yeah.
Alright, Dan, let's see if you're right. Dan, 100% double two sections.
Sure it's gonna reach, Dan? Oh yeah, we'll just barely reach up to where we gotta go here. We're good. Kind of fun. Is that the adapter clamp? Is that what you got there?
No. It's just a regular metric clamp.
Just bolt together.
Did you custom build that?
No.
Oh,
Conforms.
I've never seen that before. So we're trying to figure out what the advantage is of having a snap style clamp without the handle. Dan figures clearance. I think I agree. The disadvantage is this. Oh. Wow, tight one. Hey. Yeah, there you go. Just in case. We don't want to decapitate anybody today. Right?
Double safe.
Get a wrench, tighten that up.
Doesn't mean double fun.
Double safe. Double safe, double the fun. Double the safe, half the fun.
Okay,
So just to get this on the record, this is the dumbest clamp ever made. I just don't get the benefit. Somebody should come out with one of these that has like a handle on it, like a levered handle, so that you don't have to do this. Oh boy.
Can I tap from the top?
Yeah, sure. Now we're cooking with gas.
Woo!
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
He always takes the glory. It's Dan.
That's where you went to get the power tools for the last 4 rotations.
He's a glory hunter.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah, he is. What do they call it? He's clout chasing.
Yeah, clout
chaser.
glory hunter in England, in the UK.
Glory hunter?
Yeah,
That
they
sounds a lot like something else I've seen on the internet before.
The hole through the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stop before it gets rated R. Should actually do here. It's not long enough. I wish the sling would reach from there to there. That would be ideal, but it won't. Yeah. I mean, the whole idea here is that in case the crimp were to fail on the hose, to secure that. But it would be nice to reach from here all the way to there. But sling's not long enough, unfortunately. Yeah, so this is going to be a run. The deck pipe and the boom, so call it 100 feet total, call it 80 feet total on the pump, even though we're only going through the end of the second stage there. What's this? 150, another 150 all the way up for the boom 5. We're pushing through like between 500 and 600 feet of pipeline. This is a long run. I assume maybe we're gonna get some of that that 60 MPa concrete again, the stuff that runs these red color in it, the real sticky high pressure stuff. So I don't know that we're gonna get a ton of output out of this pump. I'm gonna think we're gonna be doing like maybe 60 meters an hour with it. Don't want to push it and start tearing things up. So, but yeah, the reason why we didn't run the hose off the end of the third stage, tough to see from here. The third stage does not have a supporting bracket at the clamp between the two elbows. Kind of, if I can zoom in, maybe you can see that. Right, so the last support is the strap on the pipeline. which is not overly skookum. So we don't like to run off the end of the third stage. We do either the end of the second or just go off the tip of the boom. So, and this, like I said, it stabilizes things at the boom a lot by minimizing those extra 2 sections. Those are the two lighter boom sections. So this will be a big benefit doing it this way. Wire braided hose, rated at 1450 psi. Our pump is limited to 1233, so everything here is at least rated for at least what we'll be pushing today through the system, if not more. So we're good. So we're ready to go. We got Grout here, just waiting for the regular mix to show up, and we'll prime this thing through. Maybe while we're waiting around, I'll swing over. We'll check on the other 2 pumps, see how those boys are doing. Before we do that, today's video is brought to you by Concrete. Well, not really. They just gave me a coffee thermos. So anyhow, thank you, Concrete. If you were in Canada and you're looking for Putzmeister concrete pumps, parts, service, sales, reach out to Concrete Equipment and mention my name, and maybe I'll get a Concrete lunchbox next time or something to complement the thermos. But yeah, all joking aside, fantastic company. Big shout out to the guys over at Concrete. They are the Canadian dealer for Putzmeister products. We came to catch the prime out, and he's already done it. Bugger. Up, and away we go. We got Mike rocking and rolling here. They've reshored the suspend. Well, that's a little loud. As I was saying before, the ready mix truck and its fan clutch so rudely interrupted me. They've reshored the suspended slab to carry the load of the Outrigger so we can get the pump in off the roadway here. Put some lock blocks down. Beautiful. And just to clarify the setup for the blocks here, you can see the way it worked out. We ended up with the pad right between 2 blocks. What they've done here, these blocks are actually bolted together. So those are not going anywhere. So I know somebody's going to ask. I would ask too if I didn't know any better. Solid as a rock. She's good. You guys are all queued up here, just about to prime out Dan's pump. She's going to be pumping through the second placing boom up top there. You see they're just up there stretching out the placing boom right now that we're going to be pouring into. Getting that one into position. See if we can't catch the prime out on our little 24 meter here. All right, here comes the Grout. Preloaded that hopper with a bunch of water ahead of the Grout.
Okay, pump is on.
Probably going to take about 2 to 3 meters to get this through the system.
Is that right down the concrete? You know, concrete on the seat. That's going to need water.
So, I was just getting through this point. through. We'll double check that we're set to hard shift on the S-tube here. And that lever is right back here. That's soft shift. This that's hard shift. It's a quarter turn valve. That's on soft shift. It restricts the flow and slows the shift down. Pumping high pressure like this, you always want it on hard shift. You want all that muscle. On soft shift, it just saves wear and tear on the spline shaft of the S-tube. So you only really want to run it on hard shift when you need to. I don't know why I was kind of sitting halfway in between. That was weird. That's not ideal. But we're good now. See here, we got a whole bunch of extra cans of fuel because this thing only has the saddle tank. There's obviously no outrigger leg tank because it doesn't have rear outrigger legs, so she'll be burning through some fuel today. So we brought a bunch extra, and even at that, hopefully that's enough. They just about got this stuff primed through here now.
Tell them we got Grout. And here it comes. Concrete should be coming pretty quick. There we go. Tell them we got concrete coming out. I'll move over.
All right, the grout is through and we are rocking and rolling. Beautiful. Primed through, ready for action. What do you guys think this slump is at? What do you call that? Let's go over to the tester and find out.
Brother.
230 mil. 230 mil slump.
Yeah,
250.
240, yeah.
240, 250. There we go.
240, yeah. 240 with you. This is maximum.
If you guessed 240, 250, you guessed right. What's the MPA? 35?
40 MPA.
40 MPA.
Yeah.
No, any air? No air?
No air.
No air. 40 MPA, no air.
Temperature is 15.
Temperature is 15 degrees. There we go. And that's today's edition of Name That Slump. Da, da, da. All right, so as you can see on the slump test there, about a 240, 250 mil. I had to get that because a previous pour here, when we were doing the high MPA colored concrete, and it was pumping at a very high pressure. I posted a video on TikTok, and there were some real brainiacs over there. I find TikTok is like the I'm gonna borrow a term from a buddy of mine and call it the chum of internet comments, claiming that the mix was too rocky and too dry, and that's why it was pushing high pressure, even though we're pumping through like 500 feet of system at like 80 plus cubic meters an hour. They were claiming that it was too dry, it was too rocky, and because we were going up 4 stories, the 4 stories vertical, that was the big contributing factor as to why the pressure was so high. Well, I can tell you right now, anybody that knows anything about high-rise pumping, 4 stories vertical is nothing. It's all to do with the mix and the slump, and we've got that much amount of horizontal. That's going to be a factor, not the fact that you're going 4 stories up. As we mentioned in a previous video, every vertical foot of rise adds 1.1 psi of back pressure to the system. You've still got your pressure from the friction in the pipe, but additional pressure from going vertical versus horizontal, it's 1.1 psi for every lineal foot or every vertical foot of rise. So if you're going up 4 stories, call it 6 stories at the height of the placing boom, it's negligible. So anyhow, just had to get that off my chest. Now let's pay homage to Dan's system here, to Dan's layout of the pipeline, because it is a beauty. He's done a beautiful job, as always. All the heavy conform, 300 bar clamps, these nice custom welded brackets to hold the pipe. No corners cut. Quarter wall hardened conform pipe. The good stuff. None of that knockoff crap that's floating around the market, where you never know what you're gonna get from one order to the next. One order might be great. The next one you got the weld on ends blowing off the pipes within the first 1,000 yards through them. Yeah, look at the job he's done here. Very little movement. We're not pumping that hard right now through the system, but very little movement so far. Snakes it up through the scaffolding here. Little block to secure the corner here. All the way down, through, around. And up. And that's your adapter from heavy duty pipe, which is 5-inch, to metric pipe, which is 4.8-inch or 125 millimeter. When they say 5-inch boom pipe, that's actually wrong. It's 4.8-inch, but I call it 5 too. It just sounds better, but it's really 4.8. Check in on Mike's pump here. Rocking and rolling. Pipes are slapping away. Hey! Good concrete. This little setup here, refer to my Wednesday video. You're wondering what all this is? I'll put a link, refer to my Wednesday's video, and you'll learn all about what this is. Back up one more time. But it's a dunnage pad crane, and it's awesome. This thing is such a beast. get Mike to turn the outriggers on, and I'll tighten this one up a little bit. So there's a little bit of float. It'll give it a little extra boom bounce. We don't want that. So I'll call Mike and I'll adjust these rings. One more bump in the front. Okay, done. We're good. We're good. There we go. We got rid of all that. Just makes for a nicer ride for the guy at the end of the boat. Every time. Bro, not today. Don't do this to me. Not today. Go suck honey somewhere else. Stiff as Joe Biden. I was gonna say stiff as John Holmes, but that's a
It's stiff as me on a midnight.
a different different genre. Oh, that sound is so sweet. The way the snap echoes through the building. Love it. Now we're getting some snap. I must commend you on camera for your pipeline, Dan. That's probably one of the best setups I've ever seen. It's tight, man. Nothing's moving. It's good. Some guy in a short video said we were overkill for using conform 300 bar clamps on everything. What do you say to that?
Oh, we probably are overkill, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And
yeah.
Once you have it, and it's good for forever.
And then there's no possibility of mix and match and guys putting in
the wrong clamp,
the wrong spot. No, exactly. That's exactly what I agree. Once you own them, you own them. You just can't lose them. That's
right.
The key. Just don't lose them, and it's all good.
Don't lose them and maintain them. Clean
and
them.
maintain them. I have seen the lower pressure rating ones break. I've seen the casting split right in half.
I've seen one of these break. Out of all the, I don't know how many years, over 10 years I've been using these yellow clamps.
You saw yellow break? Was it the bolts or the actual forging?
Yeah, the actual forging.
Really? Was that like a real high tower or something, or just
no, that was just low. It's just, I don't know why. It was just...
It was an SHIT happens.
So, yeah, it was just, who knows?
But without a doubt, the best clamp in the biz, for sure. The best heavy-duty, high-pressure clamp in the biz. So what's the plan for blowout? Are we going to put a bin at the end of the pipeline where the pump is connected up and blow it all back, or what are you thinking?
I'll probably blow it out this end.
Oh, so you're going to put the shut-off valve?
No, I'll just take it apart. let it drain out into that pan that's under the end. When it stops draining, we put a sponge in and blow it out.
Oh, okay. Okay, so break it where the pump's connected, let it drain. When it stops draining, put the sponge and blow it out. Okay. So that's the 24 meter. We'd wound it up a little more and had a little harder flow coming out of there, but it gets pretty violent on the pipeline. So we just did a smooth and steady pace of it. You see the pump that the Dan's CP2110 is tied into here on the second placing boom. It's going a little quicker. We got Mike over here. The 5-inch hose on today. We just haven't been seeing the life out of the 4.5-inch hoses that we used to. They keep wearing through, so now we've, I never thought I'd see the day, but now we're using 5-inch a lot more. Love that sound. That never gets old. So look at that. What a run of system. All the way along, up into the building, over to the placing boom, all the way up and through. If you don't hear the pipes slapping right now, because we've run out of concrete. That's not a good start. All right, here we are a couple hours later, and we're making good progress now. And I think what time it is? Guess what time it is? It's drone time. Let's go. and the volume will be down. So we're down to about 90 meters an hour. Running about the same pressure we were pushing the other mix at 125 meters an hour. Put that chair there, I feel like it's a setup. So you sit down on it, it sends a moderate electrical charge through your body or something. They don't just leave chairs for pump operators. They don't just do that. What do you think? Would you sit on that chair if you were me? I'm not gonna chance it. Not gonna give me this time, I know better. All right, cruising along here. I think I got about 400 meters left to go. Really slow setting concrete, I guess, to control the heat when it's curing. Keep the heat within a acceptable range. I don't know if it's retardant they put in here, or maybe a different type of cement powder or extra fly ash. I'm not sure, but this stuff's still real soft. You can take a stick and poke it through all the way to the bottom of the slab here still. And this is shoot, 7 hours later, 6-7 hours later. So yeah, they're gonna cut Sid's pump loose first. So I'll probably go through the blow procedure with that. I'll have a camera down below. Maybe I'll get Dan to film something up top. The plan is we're gonna disconnect down below, let the mud drain back into a washout pan. And once it stops draining, we'll put a sponge in and blow everything else back out through the tip of the boom into the slab. So, which is quite a run, all that pipe, and then 4 levels up and all the way through. That's how Dan does it. So we'll do it the way Dan does it, and if it doesn't work, then we'll do it the other way that Dan does it. So it'll be interesting. I'll learn something here today. All right, last load, we'll pump this off. Normally we would sprinkle a little bit of delay set in the hopper. Yeah. But we'd add a little bit of delay powder to it. But because this stuff is so slow setting. Yeah, try and say that 10 times real fast. Anyhow, because this stuff is so slow setting, we're not going to add any retarder to it. No need. All right.
Okay, let me suck it back.
Yeah.
Do you have a radio to Daniel? Come on, dude, sorry.
Keep pressure off. Watch yourself, that might kick a little bit. Right there. I don't think it. So you took a couple strokes back.
So it's done.
Okay. Don't lose your clamp.
Get the down, get the down.
Yeah, get the rubber!
Get the rubber.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Woohoo! Lift up your thing. Lift up your thing.
Want to pass to that club?
There's water right there.
Let's clean water over here.
There's clean water there, boss.
Okay, so we'll let this drain out. Let all that drain back. We'll throw the sponge in and compressor on. What do you guys like to do? Hardball first? What do you normally do?
We use just whatever we got, really.
I always like a softball first. I just find it's more gentle, right?
Steven, you got that ready?
Oh, we should have brought a ball and sucked it back from here. Clean the boom.
Got a couple more over there.
I think I know some guys who could maybe spare sponge or two.
Yeah, we got like 50 of them.
Here, suck back a softie.
Oh, wet it up?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so Sid, you just look back and then you go worry about that.
The 6 million view man right there.
Oh, he's a monster.
Yeah? It's because he's probably better looking than me.
He is very good looking.
Hey, guys say all you gotta do is suck back one and the pipes are spotless. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure looks like they would be.
Not a sub 2, man.
No, man, you just gotta do it real slow.
Yeah, man. Another one?
Try that with a 60 or 80 MPa concrete. No bueno.
Lay it down.
Go! Reverse pumping, sir. Throw it in reverse. It's nice and slow.
I think a 4x6 across that so you can don't have to stand in the concrete. That ladder there or something? The ladder there that you stepped over, put that across the bed.
One more?
Nah, it's a lot for this little thing. That's going nice and slow. It's great. Want to lift her up? Oh no! Oh no!
Don't worry, we'll all do it together. You didn't fish yourself.
It's like kindergarten all over again.
No, it's like what's
Billy
it?
Madison.
Billy Madison, yeah.
You ain't peeing your pants.
It's
you
pretty
ain't
cool. Yeah. Yeah, big man shot, yeah.
Almost there. Oh yeah, you're good. Okay, this is going to require speed and finesse. I'm not sure we possess either of those qualities.
I don't, anyway. It's okay, it's slow coming out. But yeah. Want to do it now?
Yeah, slip her on.
Pass that. Come back there. Over there.
What do you want? Oh, yeah. Who took the hammer? Damn it. Oh, it's going to those crappy rubbers.
There we go.
Don't let it beat you, Stephen.
Wow. Good boys, you know. Callum's coming. Callum's coming. Air's on.
Here we go. Air on. Music class. No, it's going good. Not yet. I know, right? It's definitely slowing down as it builds weight and has to push itself back up that placing boom mast. Dan up top with the other GoPros gonna get the action. So satisfying when you get that ting 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 ting. Hear that sponge right there. Right there. There. I almost feel like when the air was bled off, the sponge might have pushed back. Because we were nice and empty here. And now we're not. This sounds full again. And we were definitely empty. Yeah, I just gotta keep the air on till we get it to the base of that mast. There we go. Sponge again. Right there. What might be happening is Dan might be seeing little pockets of air up top there and getting the boys to bleed her down. Just thinking that possibly might be the sponge coming. Yeah, keep her going. Yeah. Yeah, but when you guys have bled it off, it actually pushed the sponge back 20 feet. Yeah. So I would go, we got another, once we get into the base of the tower, I would probably bleed it down. I'll yell when it gets to the tower. Yeah, keep her going for now.
Saan banda? Sa core daw. Sa baba.
The Aussie guys right now are shaking their heads going, why don't you boys just do the water wash? I do believe it's coming to our market eventually. I do think it will happen. Okay. You're into the tower now. Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. Perfect. Yeah. That might be possibly be twin wall pipe. That's metric pipe. So that might not be a ting 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 type pipe regardless of if it's empty or full. Okay, we're nice and empty, that's good. Believe that's empty. I can hear the sponge. Sponge is right there. There it goes. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Now they'll be bleeding it, and Dan will be watching on his end. Watching what it does up top there and guiding the guys.
Okay, air off, air off. Okay, purge it, purge it, purge it, purge it. Sponges through.
What do we do there? A whole bunch of water and one more sponge?
Yeah.
Will you do that a couple times?
Yeah, we're gonna do like 5.
We're gonna do 5. Wow.
We're gonna get a
Well, I'm not sticking around for that.
No, we're gonna get it clean, put it that way. Dan has another way.
Well, Dan has the cleanest pipes in the city, so I can't argue. I can't say much. Beautiful. There we go, round 2. And there we go, that's it. See how much cream came out behind that that second sponge? The first one is basically just the 90% sponge. Get the bulk of the concrete out of the pipes and then follow it with a couple more sponges for a wipe. Good job, Stephen. Technique. Finesse. Okay, that's the end of the video. And we say keep on pumping, and we do that. And then today's special edition, give me, without swearing, the most Irish slang outro that you could put together. Something that I wouldn't even understand because I'm only half Irish.
Okay, boys, have a good one. Watch the doggies.
Watch the doggies.
Yeah, watch the doggies.
I'm a bit bored of that one. Watch the doggies.
Yeah.
Over and out. We'll catch you on the next one.